Good afternoon. First, I would like to thank Ms. Mackenzie Kaler and the Chamber for putting this forum on. My name is George Allen, and I must say, not George Billy Allen. I'm a lifelong native of Opelika, and I'm seeking to become the next council person for Ward 1. I'm married to Dr. Beatrice Carr Allen, who was an educator for over 38 years. We have 3 children, Kenny, Cornelius, and Tony. My past community involvements, board member for Opelika Park and Recreation Department, worked with the Lee County Boys and Girls Club during its inception, coached many youth activities. My current community involvements include a member and fundraising coordinator for the J.W. Dunn Alumni Association, an organization that specializes in awarding scholarships to deserving high school graduates. I'm the president of the J.W. Dunn Foundation. The foundation's mission is to perpetuate the legacy of Dr. J.W. Dunn, the first African-American physician in Opelika. And we do this through scholarships and free health care provided by the Darton Wellness Center. I'm a member of the Lee County Voters League and Youth Organization, member of the Reactivation Committee for the Lee County branch of the NAACP. I currently work at Culture Recreation Center as a recreation assistant and mentor. My church affiliation, I'm a member of the Ferguson Chapel CLE Church, where I serve as an adult Sunday school teacher and chairman of the trustee board. I'm a graduate of the J.W. Dunn High School, Alabama State University with a B.S. degree in Business Administration and Economics, and I'm a member of the Legacy Phi Fraternity Incorporated. Opelika is a growing city, but it's not perfect. I've served as a poll worker in Ward 1 for many years and talked to the voters about their various concerns, some of which have gone unaddressed. If elected, I will be a persistent voice for the unheard, regardless of age, race, or gender. I will be a promoter of equity for Ward 1 and work for the continued growth and prosperity of this great city. There's a great concern about street repair, good sidewalks, and filling potholes. But I'm more concerned with where these streets and sidewalks are leading us. I will work to make sure that they're leading us to good jobs, better opportunity, and a safe haven for all its residents. I will work to fill the potholes that harbors inequality, inferior education, homelessness, and poverty. When discussing other issues that Ward 1 in our city face, I am reminded of the words of one of our great presidents, paraphrase, ask not what your city can do for you, but what you can do for your city. Many of our issues and concerns we face can only be solved if all of us dedicate ourselves to work together in a sincere effort to make our city better by providing justice and equality for all citizens.
That's time. Thank you, Mr. Allen. That's time. Next, we'll invite Melvin Brooks to speak. Carlton, can you hold the sign in just so everybody sees? You want to be looking for that as you speak.
Good evening, everyone. I am Melvin Brooks, and I am running for City Council of District 1. Nevertheless, I am humbled, I am grateful, and excited to be on this platform this afternoon. As I come before you today, I am often reminded, asking myself, Lord, what are the perfect words that I can say to this audience of belief that Opelika will be all right? Needless to say, as I began speaking these words, immediately my answer to my questions unfolded before me. 2 Chronicles 7:14 says, and God said, Opelika, if my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and turn from their ways, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sins and will heal the land. Hope, folks, is what everybody's asking for. Safety, cleanliness, equality, unity is the key. However, throughout my campaign journey, I have met some of the finest, most interesting people, young and old, who are looking for the same thing of Opelika, that one word, change. Again, I ask myself, needless to say, how difficult can a councilman in Opelika really be? Is it because there has been so many promises to change that's already been broken? Nevertheless, as I walk the street knocking on doors, ironically, I find that most, if not all, people in Opelika have more in common than differences. Safety, cleanliness, equality, unity. Moreover, when I talk to Mr. Fields off of Monroe Avenue, he talks about the same thing. Safety, cleanliness, equality, unity. When I talk to Ms. Whitlow off of Wallace Avenue, she talks about the same thing. Safety, cleanliness, equality, and unity. When I talk to Mr. Brown off of Hamilton Place, he also talks about the same thing. Safety, cleanliness, equality, unity. When I talk to the men and women in W.E. Morton housing, when they are trying to make a difference in our society, they also talk about the same thing. Safety, cleanliness, equality, and unity. And when I talked about to my mentor, Mr. Joe Kendrick on College Avenue, he also talked about the same thing. Safety, cleanliness, equality, and unity. But whenever you talk with or to Melvin Brooks, the right voice, the right choice, let the bells ring, and let the voices of the people throughout the community sound together. Last but not least, there was this famous American black artist, American activist, writer, poet, and scholar by the name of James Baldwin.
Thank you, sir. Now we invite Robert Johnson to speak.
Good evening. My name is Robert Johnson, candidate for City Council, Ward 1. My wife Allison and I have been married for 26 years, and we have 5 children and 7 beautiful grandchildren. We live on Auburn Street, where we have resided for over 13 years. Now, although I wasn't born in Opelika, I am very much a part of Opelika, and am concerned and do care about my community. I believe the most vital thing one must possess to be a leader in our community and serve in such an important position as City Council is he must be caring and committed with a sincere devotion to serving others. I've decided that the best use of my time in life is to be continuously serving and empowering others. The office of City Council is an important one which I do not take lightly. Further, I believe a position such as City Council requires a high level of skill sets, along with proven, experienced character that has been tested and proven with time. I have served as a social activist and community leader for over 25 years. I have over 10 years of experience in business and financial services. I founded and chartered multiple community organizations, with the most recent being the Money School, which teaches financial education, and Excel 365, a mentorship program for young men ages 8 through 12. I also manage several businesses I have started from the ground up, in addition to having over 5 years of experience in law enforcement. Finally, I possess the experience and skill sets needed to help ensure our city continues on the path of growth and development. The growth and development that's happening within our city is great, and as councilman, I pledge to make certain Ward 1 develops as well. By electing me as your city councilman, I pledge to go to bat for you and your family. I will create change and opportunity throughout Ward 1 through strategic and impactful initiatives. My initiatives of change include helping lower crime and violence in Ward 1, helping our older and younger citizens to have positive things to be involved in, helping people own their own affordable home in Ward 1, helping people find a good paying job. I will work tirelessly to recruit good paying jobs and business opportunities for residents of Ward 1, working to bring more quality daycares to our community, helping people start their own small business, encouraging education and relationships between teachers and parents, bridging the needs of Ward 1 and relationships in our business community. I pledge to stay connected to you, the citizens of Ward 1, by constant and clear communication through in-person meetings and our Facebook community. Allow me to be your voice and seat at the table for City Council Ward 1. Vote Robert Johnson, Ward 1. Your vote for Robert Johnson is a vote for change. Thank you.
Now we invite Jamie Lowe to speak.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to thank both the City of Opelika Chamber of Commerce and the City Opelika City Schools for hosting this incredibly important event. I'd also like to thank everyone who showed up here today and who are with us virtually for participating in this important democratic process. A little bit about myself. I'm Jamie Lowe. I'm running for Ward 1 City Council. I'm a proud product of our great City of Opelika educational system and the proud son of 2 educators who helped make our education system one of the best in the state of Alabama, I believe. I also am fortunate enough to serve as the Lee County Family Court Administrative Clerk, where I oversee child support cases and I assist the Juvenile Probation Office. And I also serve as one of the youngest divorce mediators in the state of Alabama. So that's a brief history about my past, but I'm sure you are more concerned with what I intend upon doing with the city. Okay, first and foremost, on the campaign trail, I've had the benefit of speaking with a lot of citizens who reside in Ward 1. A lot of people reside in Ward 1 a lot longer than I have. Longer residents, some 80s and 90s who are consistent voters, and they have expressed their concerns to me in a way that has informed my platform. And that's a platform of supporting and promoting education, safety, and economic development. That's something that all of our citizens can uniformly get behind. But what does that mean? You say, safety. Okay, we have a problem with crime. I think that's a surprise to no one. But what do we do about it? I think it also surprises no one that the bulk of our criminal activity is committed by people who are younger. Well, why is that the case? Well, younger people have a propension to be less concerned with their community. And I have found, being a 20-year-old running for city council to participate in this government, that people care about their community when they think their community cares about them. So I'm a team player. I recognize that I'm one of 5 city council members. So the city of Opelika has done great with its resources already. We just got a $2 million renovation project going on in Covington, so I'd like to use that facility as a hub for some of our young people who might be more inclined to participate in criminal activity. I would also love to turn that into a daytime reporting center for some of our youthful offenders, so they're less likely to recidivize and go back into criminal activity. A place where they can participate in GED programs or home ec type courses, many things like that. And it's in education. The city of Opelika was fortunate enough to receive a grant from the state office that gave us 2 pre-K classrooms. And that's a wonderful program. I would love to, if elected, I would love to expand that to at least 1 classroom in each of our public schools. Because I think that education starts at a very young age. It did for me and my family. And I think many of you can agree with your children and whatnot. The earlier they start the education process, the longer they can develop and thrive in their love of education. Many of my opponents also support economic development and good paying jobs. What does that look like specifically? Okay, there are specific things that the city council can do, and that's upkeep our community. And so we have investors coming in, they want to come in when the community looks better. Auburn Street has recently been paved, and the roundabout has been developed, and that led to developers coming and buying our property and renovating our homes. So those are the 3 things, if elected, that I would love to participate. So I want you all to elect somebody who knows how to make government for the good of the people. I want you to elect Jamie Logan as our Thank you.